Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been really inconsistent lately with my videos, and I know I promised you guys frequent uploads. I've just been really caught up with stuff lately. And you know, next week is the last week of college. My last day is the 5th. So I'm gonna be on summer break until the end of August, so I will definitely start posting more over the summer. I know I say this a lot, but I have some pretty big videos planned, some pretty good videos planned. I'm gonna be doing some single videos and some collabs with friends and stuff, so stay tuned. I know I've been very inconsistent over the last couple years, but as soon as my schedule starts to clear up, I will start posting more. And actually, funny story, I found my old gaming channel from like 2020, from like 5 years ago, and I just randomly found it. And I was kind of searching through it, just scrolling through it, and it was only Minecraft videos. And like, the only other video was me destroying an iPad. And I don't really know why I didn't post that to my main channel. I have no idea why I posted it to the gaming channel. Oh shit. But yeah, here's the bench that we all know and love. That bottle is actually from me. I left it back here the other day. I was gonna come back for it so I could shatter it, but I never did. Maybe I'll do that today on camera. But I do want to talk about like an idea that I have. I really want to do it. I just need to find some people to do it with. And it involves this bench. That was a weird noise. I want this bench. I'm serious. I want this bench. It's been on the channel a lot. And I know back when I first discovered it, I was scared to sit on it because I thought it was haunted. And I gave it the notorious nickname, the Haunted Bench. But years later, you know, I grew up a little bit and I realized this is just an ordinary bench. And I don't know if I've told you guys this story or not yet, but I actually became friends with my online crush at this bench. I was having a bad day and I texted her asking to be friends, and here we are 6.5, almost 7 months later. So, you know, this bench has a lot of meaning to it, and I did carve my name into it, or I at least attempted to. I don't even remember where it was. I think that's the B right there, but I want to pull a heist. I want to bring a couple of my friends back here, and I want to take this bench back to my house. Let me know if you guys would want to see that as a video, because I'm probably going to record that as well. So let me know if you want to see that as a video, because I feel like that would be pretty interesting. Walking like a half a mile into the woods and taking this giant heavy bench with us. I actually don't know. Is it heavy? It looks heavy. It's not horrible, but again, we have to walk like half a mile and we have to cross over a stream. But I decided, why not make a video today, because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've came back. Well, it's not been a while since I came back here, but it's been a while since I've made a video back here. I come back here almost every day. I think the last time I was back here was at least 3 or 4 days ago, and I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, so I left. And as you can see, it is starting to get very green back here again. And it's not very pleasant back here this time of year when it's all green and warm. I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's like a swarm of gnats flying around me. And there's a lot of giant spiders back here in the summertime, and I got bit by one once. It was very painful. I have no idea what kind of spider it was. It was black and green. And they like to live inside of these things. They like to live under the leaves and stuff. I don't think they're out yet. I feel like I would have seen them by now. And another discovery. Oh, look at that. Another discovery is there's a family of garter snakes that live in this bench. And one of them is friggin' huge. One of them is like 2 feet long. And I'm pretty sure that's like around the max size of a garter snake. I'm pretty sure they don't get any bigger than that. And there's one of those giant ones back there, but I'm gonna cross the stream. Fun fact, I knocked this tree over. That's one of my favorite pastimes in these woods, is knocking the dead trees over. That is very loud. How inconsiderate. Don't they know that I'm freaking filming down here? I see something cool. This tree right here, I might be able to get it down. It's really freaking big though. It's really tall. I actually almost got myself and Jesus killed the other day, knocking one of these giant trees down. It was back that way. And I was shaking it and I didn't realize, but the top half snapped and came falling down. And like 12 feet of giant tree came down. And it happened so fast I had no time to react. And it landed a couple feet next to me. And Jesus ran out of the way. Got out of the way just in time for it to come down. It almost hit him too, which was interesting. It humbled me a bit, but I'm not gonna stop doing it because it's fun. And come on, the trees are dead anyway. They're gonna come down at some point. But yeah, I know I've said this in the past. I'll say it again because I'm still deciding. I might call it quits soon with the Exploring the Woods series. I still haven't decided. In one of the previous videos from a couple months ago, I did say that 2025 was going to be the final year for these videos, just because this series has been going on for so long. I kind of want to just try something new and start some new series and stuff like that. But I'm still deciding because I come back here a lot off camera. Well, that's a really big ant. But I come back here a lot off camera. So I guess it would be kind of weird to stop recording back here when I come back here all the time. But I do have some really big finale videos planned for this series. I don't want to give away too much information, but there's going to be 3 finale videos for this series, and all 3 of them should come out this year. If not all of them in 2025, maybe early 2026, but there are going to be some huge finale videos. and I really look forward to making them. But another fun fact, this tree is missing bark right here because the day I texted my crush back there asking to be friends, this was on the way back. I was walking and I sat right here and the bark came loose and I fell out of the tree and hit my ass really hard on the ground. And yeah, that's another fun fact for you. So this tree also has a lot of meaning. It's also special to me. Am I gonna pull a heist and take it out of the woods with my friends? No, probably not. That would be pretty close to impossible. But yeah, let's keep going. It's really dark. Like, obviously the sun is up, but like since all the leaves are covering the sunlight, it's pretty dark. The sun is setting soon anyway. It's kind of giving off a little eerie feeling to it. Kind of like Enchanted Forest vibes. But I do want to try to start getting a little more cautious, because a couple summers ago I was back here and somebody was actually fishing at the lake. So I just want to be a little cautious while I'm back here. I mean, you guys remember a couple months ago I ran into those hunters back here and I had a very surprisingly positive encounter with them, and you know, I kind of lied to them and told them that I was lost and they bought it. But yeah, I don't really want to run into any more people back here because it's scary, because I can't stress this enough. I don't know their intentions. They don't know my intentions. It's a recipe for disaster. But yeah, this tree looks cool right here. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to get this. I'll probably have to shake it a lot. But I mean, I could try. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere though. Man, this thing's heavy. The base of the tree is still in really good shape. The ones that are like this, from bottom to top, those are the ones that come down really easily. Wow, I've been filming for 13 minutes already. Sorry if this video's boring. I just came back here because I was bored and I was like, you know what? Why not film a video while I'm at it? So that's what I'm doing. Filming a video. I don't know if I'll post this or not. I probably will, just to get another video out. Just because I've been slacking a lot. Actually, before I want to go to the lake, I want to go this way. Because there's like a little swamp area. And I don't know if I've shown you guys. So I'm going to go back here. We'll take a quick look at the swamp. It's nothing crazy. It's just a really big puddle, honestly. But right ahead. Well, that's like a perfect rock right there. Here's the swamp. Oh man, I was just bugging out for a second. I saw something over there It was just like a tree trunk or something. I thought it was a fucking bear. And I'm pretty sure I've told the stories. I've had 2 bear encounters back here, and neither of them were fun. And hopefully if I have another bear encounter, I'll be recording it, because that would be pretty good for the channel. But yeah, here's the swamp. It's pretty chill. It's just a chill little swamp. Standing on this weird island thing. It's really squishy. But I think I'm going to start filming again when I'm at the lake. Alright, I started filming again because I see something weird up ahead. This tree. That is an odd looking tree. I see something weird up ahead. And I decided to start filming just in case it's something either cool or dangerous. Because, you know, I'll exploit myself for views. I'll record a near-death experience for views on the internet. I don't care. It's really quiet. I don't like how quiet it is. I hate when it's fucking quiet back here. It makes me very cautious. There's a ginormous, either a spider web or the caterpillar web. It's one of those, one or the other. You know those, like, or not the caterpillar, the silkworms? That's either a giant spider web or a giant silkworm nest, or whatever they live in. Okay, we're approaching the thing that kind of bugged me out. And it looks like it's nothing. Holy crap. Found something else. Look at this. Look at that. This is the source of the Last of Us right here. Just in the woods. You're gonna see some clickers or some shit running around. Or bloaters. I hate those, man. I hate those so much. They're so gross. Alright. So it turns out it was just a really bright twig sticking out of the ground that I saw from all the way over there. So false alarm. It was just this. It was that. But the lake is literally right there. So I'll keep filming. We'll mosey on over. I see something else. Now I'm gonna be really cautious. Because I have seen bears. I have seen people back here. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, that's probably silkworms, because that's a spider web. Yeah, you can see the silkworms inside of it. That's nasty. I prefer spider webs over there. There's a spider web. Just the lake. We actually, the 2-year anniversary of me discovering this lake was either yesterday or the 26th. It was one of those. The 2-year anniversary of me coming across this lake. Crazy how time flies. It feels different today. I don't know why. It just, the area feels different. I mean, I guess it's because it's so green now. And it's just looks different. But here's a sight. If you're squeamish, skip this part of the video or click off or something. But there is a dead snapping turtle that is missing its head. And it's really, really, really decomposed now. Me and my friend discovered it couple weeks ago, at least 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was fresh. And it looked like maybe a hawk or a bald eagle got it. And now nothing has picked at it. You know, I was back here a couple days ago and I saw some vultures circling around, but I guess they couldn't get past the shell, so they just left it. But yeah, it's sad, and it's a little creepy as well, because, you know, you guys know I don't like water or lakes and shit. I have thalassophobia. I have lakeophobia, whatever that shit is called. I don't know. I don't like lakes. And now knowing that there are animals in here that can attack you and like cause harm, that makes me not like this lake that much. But yeah, other than the decomposing snapping turtle corpse, nothing much has changed back here. I did some experiments to try to see how deep this lake is. Turns out it's a lot less deep than I thought it was. My estimate is a minimum of like 5 feet, a median of like at least 7 feet, and probably a maximum of like 16 maybe. It's not that deep. You know, when I first came back here and saw it, I was like, holy shit, this is probably like 60 feet deep. I don't even think it's 20 feet deep. I don't even think it's 10 feet deep, honestly. It's probably like 6-7 feet. But anyway. Mud. Oh shit. Thought that was a spider. Hear a weird noise. Ooh. Alright. The good old lake. It's so peaceful back here. I don't know if I've told you guys the story of the bear. And I'm not talking about the show on Hulu. Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. I think we might be able to get this down. What the hell? Shit's... The grass is like rustling right there. Whatever. Alright. Is that the right tree? Okay. Almost stuck on the other tree. Snap. Come on, snap. Come on, snap. This is heavy. Can't get this thing to snap. This is a fucking heavy tree. I mean, obviously it's a tree. It's not gonna be... Come on. Oh, man. Wow, I hear that echoing. That's a creepy sound. Can you just fucking snap? This is a very bad idea, guys. Don't try this. That almost fucking landed on me. Don't do what I do. Don't fucking do what I do. All right, so back to it. I don't know if I've told you guys the story of the very first time I encountered a bear in the wild. Yes, it was at this lake. It was back in 2022. Around this time of the year, spring, maybe a little later into the season, but it was around this time of the year. And me and my girlfriend at the time got into an argument, and I was in the woods. I was back here blowing off some steam, and I was making a shit ton of noise. I was making a lot of noise. I was knocking twigs and sticks against trees. I was throwing rocks. And let me see if I can find the exact spot. It was around here. I was standing in these shrubs. I was about right here, and I heard what sounded like a tree falling or something. Like, if you know what the sound of a tree falling sounds like, I mean, you just saw a tree fall. But if you know what that sounds like, that's what I heard. And I think I see a deer or something looking at me. But I looked up, and right, you see that hill right over there, walking up that hill, a brownish black bear, at least 500-600 pounds, walking up that hill. And it was so big, I thought it was a truck. I thought there was a pickup truck coming through here. That's how loud it was. So I saw it, I watched it walk into the dark abyss of the forest. And I started texting my friend, and I was like, there's a fucking bear back here. And she was like, get the hell out of there. So I left, and I took a break for a really long time from coming back here. And then my second encounter was a little while back. It was, I want to say, actually no, the first time, that wasn't 22. That was 23. That was 2023. And the second encounter, I want to say, was 2024, maybe. I was on this side again, and I was a little further up, and again, I was making noise, and I was actually back here with the intention of seeing a bear, because I'm an idiot. I'm a stupid white boy that enjoys shit like that, you know, running off of adrenaline and shit. I wanted to see a bear, so I was back here, and I was doing the same thing. I was throwing rocks and hitting stuff against trees, and all of a sudden I heard that same noise. Heard the same noise. I was standing right about here. I heard it from the left of me, so I looked back. I didn't see anything. And that freaked me out. The fact that I heard it but didn't see it, that fucking freaked me out. You know, it could have been anywhere. So I started talking out loud, really loud on the top of my voice, to try to scare it off, and it worked. And I left. Haven't seen anything since. Yeah. I love this place. I love it. You know, back when I first started coming back here in 2022, I was afraid of this place. I didn't even know this part existed. I didn't even know there was a lake back here, and I would go back to where the bench is, and I'd always be so scared. I'd always be like, oh, there's a Wendigo back here, there's a skinwalker back here, there's a fucking T-Rex back here, I don't know. And I was always so scared. And as I got older, got a little braver, I started coming back here, found the lake, found the house back there, and I was still scared. I was like, oh, there's a Wendigo. There's a Wendigo, there's a serial killer, there's a creepy clown, you know, there's whatever back here. And then I had the encounter with the bear, and I think after I had the encounter with the bear, I was like, maybe monsters don't exist. I'm not denying the existence of like skinwalkers and stuff. You guys know I don't like to be superstitious. I like to be open-minded about things, but in this area, in these woods, maybe monsters don't exist. Maybe it's just animals and the occasional fisher and hunter. But that bear, that made me realize everything I was scared of was in my head. It was all in my head. There was never a skinwalker. There was never a Wendigo. There was never any of that back here. I was scared for no reason, and it took me so long to discover this beautiful area because I was so paranoid that there was some horrendous monstrosity back here just lurking in the shadows. And there's not. There's not. If there is, it would have killed me by now, because I come back here almost every single day of my life. Sometimes I spend 3-4 hours back here. And the reason why I'm saying all this, I don't know why I'm saying all this. I don't know why. But these woods, I've made so many memories back here. So many. I took my friends back here, and I saw the bear, and I had the run-in with those hunters a couple months back, and back in October, I became friends with my fucking celebrity crush back here. You know, she's not really a celebrity, but she's got like 200,000 followers on TikTok. I'm not gonna say who though. Maybe sometime, not yet, because we haven't met yet or anything, and I kind of want to meet her first, and then maybe I'll do a video or something. But anyway, you know, I became friends with my online crush. You know, she's not a celebrity, but she's an influencer. But I fucking became friends with her, and I'm not saying it's because of these woods, but you know, I was back here. You know, I was back here, and that's just, it's just a special place now. It holds a special place in my heart. And to my friends, it's creepy back here. You know, they would be freaked out being back here at sunset with me. But to me, it's just the woods. There's nothing back here. Well, there is, but I know bears are scary, coyotes are scary, but they're not monsters. You know? I'm scarier. You're scarier. People are scarier than bears. But, you know, I come back here when I'm mad, when I'm sad. I come back here when I'm happy. happy. My arm's getting really tired, so I'm just gonna hold it like this for now. But you know, I want it facing me. I come back here for everything, every emotion I feel. That was a weird noise. Every emotion I feel, I come back here. This is the place. The only place where I can be alone. This is the only place where I can get my own privacy. I can express myself back here with no judgment, no spying eyes, nothing. It's just me back here. Me and the bears, and that frog made a really weird noise. But what I'm getting at is, if there's a place that you know that you're scared of, or you're not sure about, don't overthink it. Don't fucking freak out and get bugged out by every noise you hear. Like, if you have like an abandoned building that you're thinking about when I'm saying this, you know, I'm not responsible for that shit. You know, if there's no graffiti there, that means you're not supposed to be there. Just keep that in mind. But I'm more referring to like stuff, like places like this, like the woods and stuff. If you're scared of the woods, don't be, man. Don't be. You know, if you want to bring like some protection with you, I do that sometimes. If you want to do that just to feel a little bit safer, that's fine. But you know, there's not much to worry about back here. You know, you're not going to get randomly attacked by a bear unless it's territorial and it's protecting its cubs. But you're not going to be in harm's way if you know the area. You know, I got to know this area. I've been coming back here almost every day for like 3 years, almost 2 years. So I really know the area. I know what's back here. Get to know the area and just don't be scared. Just live, man. Just fucking live a little. Live on the edge. Live your best life, because we're not here forever. You know? So don't live your life in fear. I overcame the fear of being back here a long fucking time ago. And these woods have done a lot of good for me. A lot of good for me. Especially on this channel, because you guys love these videos. And I don't even know if I want to stop these videos anymore, because you guys love seeing this place so much. And my friend is texting me, but I'm going to ignore him. Yeah, I don't know. I've been rambling a lot. So I think I'm just going to put the camera down for a minute and just start walking back, and I'll pick it up again in a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm just going to start making my way back, because it is starting to get nighttime, and I've never been back here at night by myself. I am planning on doing that for a video soon, but not today. I want to have the proper protection on me and whatnot, you know. I know I was just saying all that stuff about don't be scared and shit, but I've never been back here at night alone. And there are a lot of fucking coyotes in this area. They roam, they rule these woods. I know coyotes aren't really scared, or aren't really that big of a threat to people, but I am in their territory, so I just want to take the proper precautions. But yeah, I'm gonna put the camera down for a minute and just enjoy this, and I'll start filming again in a little bit. All right, guys, I'm just about out of the woods right now, so I think I'm gonna close this video off with the haunted bench behind me. Again, if you want to see a video of me and my friends hauling this thing out of the woods, I will definitely make that a video. And even if you don't want to see that, I'm gonna freaking do it anyway, because I really want that bench in my yard and I want to take it with me when I eventually get my own place. But another thing that I do back here is I do a lot of thinking. And, you know, on the walk back, you know, I had some music playing. I was just thinking, like, I'm lucky. One, I'm lucky to have a place like this. And two, I'm lucky to have you guys. And, you know, I've wanted to do YouTube since I was 9 years old. And I know I don't have a lot of subscribers. You know, I don't have 1 million subscribers. I don't get millions of views. But I'm lucky to have you guys, all 573 of you, or 74 of you. I'm lucky to have you guys, and I'm glad you guys are here with me. And I'm sorry for being so inconsistent. I'm gonna start posting a lot more this summer. But I'm just gonna close the video off here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.